Do you think animals talk? Is the greatest loneliness in human history coming to an end? We thought it was just making instinctive noises, but the AI revolution of 2026 tells us one thing: they were always talking. We just didn't know how to listen. Today at Axiorin, we're exploring a massive synthesis of interspecies communication. From whales' digital alphabet and Koko the gorilla's emotional messages to talking elephants and crows' secret plans. Get ready, let's explore the creatures hidden within the silence today. Our story begins in the deep ocean. Sperm whales carry thousands of years of culture in their enormous brains. Project CETI's 2026 reports proved that these giants' click sequences, which we call Coda, are actually a phonetic alphabet. They don't just state their location, they address each other by name and convey information using complex sentence structures. Dolphins, on the other hand, recognize it from miles away, using its unique, signature warm signals. Under the sea, a communication system similar to our digital networks has actually been working perfectly for millions of years. How is this possible? Let's look at another one of our friends. Before technology was so advanced, someone was already talking to us. Koko the gorilla and Washoe the chimpanzee. Koko has learned over 1,014 sign language words. When her cat faded, she drew the line between the interspecies emotion that indicated she was sad. Her last message before dying was a warning to humanity. Protect nature. Hurry. Washoe, by teaching this language to her adopted child, proved that language is not only unique to humans, but also a product of transferable intelligence. They showed us that they could not only speak, but also feel as deeply as we do. Let's look at another situation together. Alex the gray parrot knew colors, shapes, and the concept of absence. Parrots don't just copy our voices. They use our language as a key to connect with us. But the truly shocking thing is Koshik the elephant in South Korea. To escape loneliness, he learned the language of his keepers by putting his trunk in his mouth, and she started mumbling Korean words. This is the greatest example of how nature can even push its anatomy to the limit for survival and learning communication. Consciousness and adaptation. That's the true miracle of nature. Communication isn't limited to sound. Bees pinpoint the location of a source with millimeter-precise coordinates using waggle dance. Crows never forget the faces of their enemies and pass on this description to the entire flock. Even in the 1970s, the seal Hoover on the coast of Maine was shouting to people, "Get over here," in the manner of a sailor. These creatures, each in their own evolutionary path, have become communication geniuses. Isn't it incredible? What about our furry friends, dogs and cats? Dog barking frequencies can now be deciphered by artificial intelligence. We now know the mathematical difference between a loneliness bark and a danger bark. Cats, on the other hand, evolved the language of meowing simply to communicate with us. AI algorithms in 2026 are compiling these millions of voice data points into a universal dictionary. Will our animal companions soon use artificial intelligence to communicate with us? Nature wasn't actually silent. We were just too arrogant. Now those walls are crumbling. We are about to begin a real dialogue with other species. But a big question awaits us. Are we ready for what we will hear when they start talking? What if they ask us how we ruined the world? Are we invading their privacy? Or are we finally seeing them as individuals? We at Axiorin ask, if you could talk to an animal, what would be the first thing you would ask it? Let's meet in the comments. Stay curious and keep learning.